Good evening, Alexandra. How are you today?
Hello, Rakefet. I'm okay. How about you?
I'm very good. Actually, we're recording this session because we tried to do a live, but the internet wasn't working quite well. So we decided we're going to record this live because it's a very important topic we wanted to discuss, and we really want people to know the topics, the things that we're going to talk about. So we decided to record it. So I hope now it will work well, and you can watch this live from the beginning to the end and receive all the important information that we have to give for you. And Alexandra, maybe we'll start by you introducing yourself to my community that will watch this recording as well.
Yes, I'm Alexandra Fernandes. I am living in the beautiful hills in the south of Portugal, a magical place called Monchique, and I am an holistic nutrition coach, and I'm pleased to be here with Rakefet as well.
Okay, thank you, Alexandra. I'm Rakefet Beka. If you haven't met me before, I'm a spiritual leader. I have one of my abilities, my tools is channeling, and I've been channeling since I was 7 years old. And I've been using this tool to bring messages to the world about our development and what we're going through, especially this important time that we are now in. And from those messages that I receive through channeling, I just transfer them to as many people as possible. So we will have practical tools on how to behave, how to react, how to prepare ourselves to the changes coming to our world at this time. So from this, we actually met, I think, in a lesson that you were in, and we were talking about meditation. We did meditation there, and you experienced. And after that, we've been talking and decided that we are going to bring you this topic that we are going to talk about today, which is holistic nutrition. And holistic nutrition is a very important subject because a lot of people are trying to do changes in their nutrition because they don't like the way they look, they don't like how much they weigh, they have health issues, and they're usually looking for a speed solution, or they're looking for a solution that someone else will tell them what is the right thing for them to eat. But there are another options that we wish to discuss to you about today. So, Alexandra, can you tell us more about why did you start doing this job that you are now in?
Yes, because I had someone influencing. It was my grandmother because she was a person. She was very connected to Mother Earth, and she was used to eat only organic foods. I'm sorry, and I saw her healing a problem in the stomach only with foods, and from there I think these were the bases, and then it was meant to be, and I have been following this path since more than 30 years. And the last training was in Scotland for the holistic nutrition coach. And then I found out that I was celiac. I suffered from celiac disease. And from then on, I have been helping people from Portugal and all over the world um, to adjust a personalized food plan, because what works for me, even if we have the same condition, maybe it doesn't work for another person. We need to look at each person as a unique person and in its whole. Yeah, yeah. That's my approach.
So, first of all, I totally agree. And I can say that from my experience that I had a lot of stomach pains that I've had it, I think, since I was little girl until I was 23, 24. And I had a lot of problems in my stomach. And here in Israel, they told me that I have an irritating stomach. That means that my stomach don't like all certain kind of foods. But then when I've been actually for 2 months, I've been in a hospital just doing a lot of tests and a lot of things when I was 18. And then they finished after 2 months. They told me the only thing that you have is an irritating stomach, and you are healthy. And then I came back home and I said, okay, so what does it mean? What is making my stomach be so angry? Why everything is irritating my stomach? And then I started exploring it, and I went to someone who told me to make a diary, a food diary. And when I started writing down, he told me to write down what I eat and how does it make me feel in my body. And I remember adding another column that says, what does it make me feel? What do I feel emotionally as well? And then I found out that when I'm emotionally stressed, the food is not digesting the same way. And I found out when I'm sad, there's a lot of influence in the way that my body reacts to food, all kinds of food. So some of them are my body doesn't like lactose, but
Yeah.
then there are other things that is fine, but when I'm in emotional state, my body doesn't like it. So I started understanding that there is a connection there, and I changed my entire nutrition only from that diary that I started doing with that guy. And then I add more columns to it to find out what is making me feel, and it's certain times of day and certain times of year. And I found out a lot about my body and a lot of the connection between it and between my body and the emotions and the food and the way it reacts to one another. Yeah, and
That
this
is
is
beautiful.
one of the reasons that I really wanted to do this live, by the way.
That is beautiful. It is beautiful the way they did it. I have a different way of doing it, which is, I have it here. I don't know if you have heard about dual rod. It is radiesthesia. I can just show how it works. We have two rods. I can make it smaller because it's the bigger is when you go outside. This is used to search for water in the fields.
Okay.
And this can be used to see what resonates with you and what doesn't resonate with you, which is foods and also other things. It's not only about food. You have a question, you hold them like this, relaxing. You need to hold them, and then if they close, that's a no. If
Okay.
they open, that's a yes. So you put some fruit in front of you, and you just relax, and you ask the question: is this fruit good for me? And if it is, it will open. If it is not, it will close. This also is used to, if you have bad energies in your house, you can go around your house looking for the places where the energy is not flowing, and when it's not flowing, it closes. And normally using the Grabovoi numbers,
Mhm.
and with the Grabovoi numbers, you can transmutate the energy. But
Interesting.
this
It's the
just
first time I hear about that. That's interesting. Yeah. You remind me a story now, a funny story. When my son was, I have four kids, and when my third boy was 6 months old, so it is the time to start giving him to taste all kind of foods. And I saw someone put an ad on Facebook that that she's nutrition for babies, and she's looking for moms to come, and she will give them a free test for their child, and if they will be okay with recording the session. And I said, I don't mind to be recorded, so fine, I will go. And then when I've been there, she told me, she's asking me, do you agree that I will receive the information for your son? And I said, yes. Okay, do you agree to be the channel for that? And I said, yes. And then she told me to hold my hand like that, the muscle test. And she started asking me questions, and she started saying, is apple is good for your boy? And then she's checking my hands, and I'm telling her,
yes,
what are you doing? And she said, I'm channeling the information. And I told her, well, I'm channeling as well. She said, so why did you come to me? And I said, it was so funny that I had to go to her so she will tell me that I have the answers with it within me. So
Exactly.
that point, I started laughing and I said, okay, thank you. I'll ask the questions myself. I know the answers for what is good for my son. And I went home
Yes,
and I started using the abilities that I have to find the answers. I think this is one of the most important things that we can really discuss about people having the answers within and not looking for the answers outside, because there are really so many different kind of diets, and not just diets, even different type of nutrition, of way of eating, of all kind of methods, like fasting and eating only fruits, eating only vegan, eating only meat, all kind of things. And I think that one of the most important thing is you need to feel in your own body.
exactly. But also there is something. Sometimes people really need help from someone else. Also because they can have like autoimmune disease,
Yes.
or something is behind the health problem. Sometimes emotional trauma is behind the the problem. And really, I think the most important is to find out what is causing the health problem. Once you find out what is causing it, you go straight to the root of the problem and you cut it, and the problem is gone. And this is a method that I developed with my husband, because he's a healer, he's a natural born healer. And he followed the steps of clinical shiatsu, which is the shiatsu seitai from Japan, with a Japanese master. And we met because of the shiatsu course, and we married 23 years ago, and it has been like crusades around the world. We have been traveling in many different countries. We have been working with the poorest and the richest of the
Oh,
planet. And we have been witnessing um, what is behind disease, what is behind lack of spirituality, lack of contact with our divine, because people, they don't know, but most people, the pineal gland is really blocked because of bad nutrition, because there are some things in certain types of foods that are there for that, to block us from our divine. The connection to the divine is through the pineal gland. So it is very important that we, many times people want to do some meditations, and they meditate and they meditate and they are always the same. They don't evolve. It's, they stuck. They can't go further. And why is this? Maybe I don't have the gift. No, we all have the gift.
yeah.
The thing is that we probably need to think about the mind is the non-physical part of an organ that is the brain. And if you have a leaky gut and a leaky brain, you can meditate and meditate, and you feel stuck. It's more difficult. So it's always important to take care of the enteric brain, which is the bowels, the brain here, and
Mhm.
also our heart brain, because we have about 40,000 thinking cells in our heart as well. So when you find balance between these three brains, then everything is easier, much easier.
Is there an example for a food that you can tell us that is blocking?
Junk food, basically junk food, processed food, full of toxic additives, like the E's 330, the E's, you need to, there is a whole list of
Hmm.
E's. Some of them are not so bad, but some others are really, really bad. And the
Okay.
gluten, of course, gluten increased like 400% in the past 40 years. They changed genetically the seeds, and the increase of gluten in the cereals increased like about 400% more. Like our DNA is not ready for 400% more. And on top of that, the world population is eating a lot more than 50 years ago.
Wow.
We eat a lot more sandwiches because we are always on the go. We have to work. We don't have time to go home and sandwich, and then cakes, and then cookies, burgers,
We
and
like good things, but yeah, it affects our body. Exactly. You know, one of the things that you said before about autoimmune system and autoimmune diseases and emotional trauma. And I think that this is one of the things that a lot of people it's really hard to find the connection between the two, because you might experience a trauma 10 years ago and you're still holding it in your system. And then you say, why? I'm feeling okay. I have a beautiful life. I have a family. I have a job. I have everything that I want. Why is there an emotional trauma? How is it related? And how come I have this autoimmune disease? And if someone will come and say, yeah, it's because of the trauma that you had 10 years ago, a lot of people don't understand the connection because they think they're already past that. But actually, what happened is that there is like scar in our body. Like a scar, even if you don't see it outside, there's an emotional scar in our body that still affects all our system.
exactly, exactly. It's like, why did I become a therapist? Why did I want to have this job? Because I wanted to be accepted. Because I had the trauma of rejection. And this is also why I had the celiac disease. It is all linked to a trauma of rejection. There was rejection in my childhood, and it stayed there in the background. And the trauma is what happens inside of you because of something. Some people are rejected and they couldn't care less, but some others, they are affected. And the trauma is not what happened to you. The trauma is the response inside of you to something that happened to you, right? So, and then you unconsciously you will look for ways to turn around the thing, and so, and this is the reason why I decided to be a therapist. In our days, I know about this, but before, when I decided to become a therapist, when I was the person there always to support the ones who were down, to lift them up, uh, all these tendencies, they come from a need to be accepted, and
Yeah.
this is, but didn't frame the autoimmune disease. Celiac disease is an autoimmune disease,
I
but
think
then we deal with it.
I think one of the tips that we can give the people that are watching us is that if you have a certain autoimmune disease, you can ask yourself, what does the disease act like? Okay, if the disease, like you said, if celiac is blocking something, is rejecting something, where is that in my life? When did I experience that? When I was young and maybe early years of marriage, maybe even when I was a baby, maybe even when before I was born, being an embryo, to think about how your disease, the autoimmune disease, act, and then think, how is that action is in my life? Where can I find it?
Exactly.
Right? And then you can use that. You remind me of something. I normally don't tell about it, but I think it's really related. I usually, when I was younger, I was overweight, about I think 17 kilos. overweight. I didn't look fat because I have very tight, thin face, but and I'm tall, so people didn't see it, but I knew that I was overweight. And when I decided that I want to change that, and I did a lot of diets, I remember that I kept having this thought in my mind of you have to eat now, otherwise you don't have after. You won't have food after. And remember when I became a mom, I remember that this actually grow, that thought is actually grow a lot more. And I found myself eating the food that my baby didn't finish. And one day I said, okay, you have to stop. This is gross. Okay, and I went to meditation and decided to ask the angels to help me understand what is going on. Why am I behaving that way? And why do I keep having this thought? Eat now, you will not have for later. And it doesn't make any sense. I mean, I have food in my refrigerator. There's no sense about that thought. And then I did reincarnation, and I saw myself as a child at the Holocaust. I think it was about 5 years old, holding a big bunch of bread in my hands, and sitting on the floor on the street. And a few boys are coming to me and they're asking me to give the bread. And I said no, because I want to keep it for later. I don't want to eat it now because I want to keep it for later so that it will not die out of hunger. And I was so tired because I didn't eat the bread. So they took the bread from my hands and I did die out of hunger. And then I realized that the thought that I had is eat now, otherwise you will not have for later. And what this girl was doing was actually holding the bread and not eating the bread because she wanted for later. And then they took it from me. And this is the way I died in the Holocaust. One of my lifetimes in the Holocaust. I died a few times there. And I remember waking up from this reincarnation and thinking, wow, this is really been going in my life for a long time, this thought that I had. And suddenly I could change that. So I think that sometimes we have something from another incarnation that we don't even know about, but there is something, a sentence in our mind that is leading the way we behave. Because I used to behave like I will not have food later, although I do have food. And then I had to stop and to say, what is going on? It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, and finding out this story, it really changed everything for me, because at that point I could start doing, eating even when I'm not hungry, finishing the food for my daughter. I could stop doing that and think and starting asking myself, do you really want to eat that? Are you really hungry or not? Because you have enough food for later, so it's okay. You can let it go if not. Yeah.
And that changed the whole perspective.
Exactly. It gave me the ability to choose, and I didn't have the ability to choose before. This is how it felt.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah,
I would
and
like
changing point for me.
I would like to ask you something. I could never imagining you big, because you have such elegant look.
It's my thin face.
But really, I cannot imagine that. But it's not a matter of size. It's just a matter of health. If the person is healthy, because
Exactly.
some people have a bone structure that do not allow to be like a Barbie, right?
Right?
So if they try to and this is the stereotypes in the world. Sometimes we need to fit in, the need to fit in a place where people are skinny. But if the person has a bone structure that doesn't allow to be so skinny, needs more muscular mass and more muscles and more like me. I'm a bit, I'm not so skinny. But,
Either.
you know, we have to accept ourselves the way we are. We cannot try to change ourselves just to fit in. We are who we are. We are lovable just the way we are. Where did I hear this? Lovable just the way we have to love ourselves. It's very important, self-love. You know, it's not a matter of size. I have been working for 2.5 years with anorexia, with girls with anorexia. And we were not allowed to speak about size or about weight.
Yeah.
The important thing was to speak about health and about life and about living and about the emotions and free from those chains, you know, of the standards that society sometimes impose people.
Yeah, I want to tell you something about listening to the body, because as you said just now, if you love yourself, your body will react differently. Your body will react differently to the food, and it doesn't matter. It can be a day, like I said before, a day that you are stressed. You eat something, and it will be you will feel not comfortable in your body, and another day that you will feel happy. You can eat the same thing and feel differently. And it doesn't really matter what it looks in your body, but it matters how your body receives that. And your body will receive the food the way that you feel emotionally. And I think that one of the things that I have noticed in my life, because I have made a lot of changes in my nutrition during my lifetime. I'm now vegetarian, and I've been a vegetarian, I think, almost 7 years now, and a lot of things changed in my nutrition during my lifetime. And what I notice is that my nutrition changed with my spiritual growth, because the more I love myself, so it's a spiritual, it's not just a spiritual growth, it's also, loving myself, personal development. The more I accept myself, the more I see good in life, and the more I grow emotionally, and be able to have more room for other people in my life. I think for this, since my children came to my life, and a lot of things have changed in my nutrition because I have changed as a person, because I evolve, because I'm more open to different things in my life and to try different things in my life. And the same way my nutrition have changed. So now my body reacts differently to things that I could not tolerate 20 years ago or 10 years ago. Now I can eat them because I am different. I think that really being able to have more different people in my life, very very different people from who I am, being able to be friends with a lot of different types of people, have changed the way that I can receive food as well, that my body can receive the food. And it's something that we need to notice about ourselves. Emotional process, emotional the way the body receives the emotional process that we're doing is really important for us to pay attention to the process that we are doing, how we evolve.
Totally agree with you. And it's amazing. I can also tell you something. I'm not as intolerant as I was before to gluten. Also, I can relate to that because as I have been growing spiritually, I've been sometimes noticing that some type of cross contamination. Let's talk about cross contamination. I
Mhm.
did a toast with gluten-free bread on a toaster that has been toasting normal bread, and normally that's enough for cross contamination. And I did it, and I was not contaminated.
Wow.
And I'm sure that I probably can eat some gluten and not go to hospital like years ago.
Exactly. So
I
we
can
are
relate.
changing. We are changing all the time. I think something that we wanted to discuss about. I remember now that we have talked about when we discussed before about what we're going to talk is really to pay attention to different things that can affect how our body reacts. So if you eat something because you're an emotional eating, many times we do that when we're stressed, when we are unhappy, when we are excited, even. Some people, when they're excited, they can't eat. They just run to the toilet every 2 seconds. And others, they eat. They keep on eating. So being able to notice and asking the question, do I really want to eat that thing? Or am I eating that out of some reason? Being able to stop and looking at a food and ask my body, do you want that? Is it going to feel good? Okay, so it's something that we can really do. I mean, you know how people say that when you're angry, count to three before you're saying what you have to say? So exactly the same thing. You're looking at something, count to three, ask your body, is it going to be good for me? Is it the right decision, the right choice for me right now? And sometimes it will be yes, and other times it will be no. But stopping and asking the question is important.
How about chocolate breakfast? It's always a yes.
It's not, I have to say, I love chocolate. I love chocolate cake. I love chocolate in all certain ways. I love pralines. I love chocolate. But, but I found out that one square is enough for me. I don't need the entire pack. And I keep, there's a saying in Hebrew, they all taste the same. It's from a movie. I don't remember which movie, but there is a movie that they say you don't need to try all of them. They all taste the same. You tasted one, everything is the same. So I say that to myself, and I found out one square is actually enough because I like that. I enjoy it. By the way, one of the things that happen to us that we eat and we are distracted with other things, with our phone, with the television, we're talking to people, we are in a hurry, even in my mind, even if I don't use my phone and I'm thinking about something else, I'm very distracted. I'm not paying attention to the food. And when I'm doing that, I don't notice what I'm eating. I don't feel the taste in my mouth. I don't give it enough attention so I can eat more than what my body really needs. And then we expand our stomach, and then obviously we'll start eating more in every meal. So it's important for us to pay attention to what we eat and when we eat. This is why people say don't do other things, don't watch television, don't talk, just by sit down, looking at your food, see the colors, really taste the flavors. It's saying to chew 30 times, 30 or 32 times, I don't remember exactly, to really feel the flavors and to be thankful. I don't know if you know, but in Judaism we have a different blessing that we say before we eat something. So there are different blessings. And the reason for that is to stop and paying attention to what you're really eating and being thankful for that. And not just taking it into your mouth and not even thinking about what you're doing and what you're eating. And then it makes like a gap from seeing the food and eating the food. And in this gap, you can really pay attention and you can really focus. And that attention is important for our body, waiting to receive the food. And, when you're even thinking about something that you like, immediately you feel in your mouth, right? You feel the fluids, you're getting ready to eat, to prepare. The body is prepared to eat. And then this is exactly what happens when you stop and you're looking at the food and not eating it just yet.
Exactly. And it's important because your kids, they must be really healthy kids. Because with a mother who has this knowledge, uh, if they follow what you do and what you say, they will grow really healthy, not only physically, but also um, mentally and emotions.
Thank you. Thank you for that. I see they eat good food, but as kids they also eat candies. But they also eat the good food. They eat all kind of different vegetables and fruits, and they taste things. I always tell them taste new things. You might find out something that you like, and they do that, and it makes me happy that they always choose to have also the vegetables. They really love vegetables and fruits, and something that makes me happy that they choose that thing.
And it's very wise what you do of not forbidden foods like candies. It's
Yeah,
forbidden because then they will feel a lot more the need to
yeah.
have it,
And when
you
I'm
know.
not there, they'll eat as much as they can.
But if they can eat, if they eat sometimes, and they have, and if you explain to them that it cannot be too much because it can harm their wealth, their health, so they will understand. And the parents sometimes they are like an army. You cannot eat this, you cannot eat that, it's bad for you, and that is
Or
horrible.
you need
That
to finish from your plate. You need to finish everything from your plate, otherwise the cut will
exactly,
come. All kind of sentences like that. Yeah.
yeah,
But I tell my kids that when they want to stop eating, they need to listen to their body. And I tell them just stop and wait a few minutes and then decide if you want more. And this is one of the things that I do. And the second thing that is very important to me, it looks funny because sometimes people, the guests are coming and they see that we are eating small plates. We don't eat in small plates because we don't have big plates or because we don't want people to eat at our house. No, we eat in small plates because in our mind, we need to see the plate full. So
exactly,
we eat in small plates, and then I tell them, put the food on your plate. If you want more, there is a lot of food for you. You can take more after you finish your food, but don't take a big plate and just grab as many food as you like and on it, and then it's full, and then you cannot finish. Because I don't want him to throw on the one hand, and the other hand, I don't want him to finish because I tell them they have to finish. So I ask them to eat in small plates, and then they can put as much as they want and they can take more. But at least they will not eat more than what they really need, and they will be able to listen to their body. And I always tell them, you didn't finish from your plate, that's fine. More important that you will listen to your body. And that's something that really, I was really struggling when I was a child with that, because my mom used to tell me you need to finish from your plate, and had really big plates, really
like
full of of food on them.
yeah,
One of the things that we also discussed is that people, when we don't sleep enough, and we usually eat more, and we also make bad decisions in food. Being tired really makes me, I know about myself. When I'm tired, I eat more. I really don't have enough strength to cook things. Just whatever it is, I grab, like you said before, sandwiches because it's easy, because it's close, because it's there, because it will make me full. I don't care. If it's a chocolate sandwich, it will be better even. So really being tired and can make us choose the wrong food for us. So try to be more to listen to your body about the time that you need to go to sleep and time you need to wake up. It's important as well. Um, is there anything that you want to add, or should we do the meditation now?
I think we should go to the meditation now.
Okay. Okay, so we're going to do a meditation for rebirth of the body. And I wish for you just to sit comfortably. I don't mind if your hands will be open or will be closed, as long as you're comfortable, because if you're not comfortable, your mind will be working and you'll not be with me in a meditation. So just close your eyes. You can lay down, you can sit down. I don't mind. You can even stand and relax your body. Okay, let's close our eyes. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Loose your mouth. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stop the air inside. 3, 2, 1. And exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Feel that your body is calm, your chin is loose, your shoulders are loose. Feel that your head is heavy, and if you can, just put it to rest. I want you now to go inside your body. Open your mouth, and the next time that you take a deep breath in, you feel that there is a light going inside your body, going to your stomach. And this light is growing with every breath that you take. Inhale, you see it grow and growing and growing. It doesn't make smaller when you exhale, just growing in every time you take a deep breath in. Feel your body loose. Now I want you to explore with that light, the ball of light that is now in your stomach. I want you to explore your body. We're going to start by the legs and look for scars, look for pains, look for things that need to heal now. We'll start with the toes, going through your leg, your ankles. And if you see something there, something that is stuck, something that does not look good, scar, a wound, let the light heal that place. Do you accept the healing that the angels can send to you? If you do, say yes now, and it will be done. We're going into the muscles, into the bones, into each cell, going up through the legs to the knees, to the hips, to the pelvis. The circle of light is going round and round and round through the base chakra, going up into the pelvis, to the structure of your bones, healing the bones, making them stronger. If you had any breaks in the past, they will now be healed completely. If you had any internal bleeding in the past, inside scars, they will be healed completely. We are the angels, healing your body, healing your pains, releasing the sorrow, the fear in each wound. We are the angels, here to help you feel safe and know that you have us in your body, healing all your wounds, healing all your fears. Use us when you feel uncertainty. Call our names when you feel afraid. Call our names when you need to decide what is right and what is wrong, what is best for your body, and each time ask for our help and it will be given. We are here to heal your body from all the scars and wounds, from all the pain that you had in this lifetime and in past. because it still affects your life now. Keep on seeing the ball of light walking through your body to your hands and shoulders, healing your hearts from pains, through your back, to your neck, to your face, mouth and nose and eyes, ears, through your crown chakra. The ball of light is raising you up to meet us, to hold our hands. So when you feel afraid and uncertainty, you will know that we have your back. Lower your head to the front. Release your head and feel us holding your back between your arms, holding you close to us, helping you receive our strength and feel your back stronger, standing high. Take your head up again. Look into the sky, close your eyes, look into the sky from your third eye and feel us touching your third eye. You are connected to us with your body, mind, and soul. You are connected to us because we are in your body, holding you, helping you in each way, in each decision that you need to make. Call our names, and we will be here for you. It is done, it is done, it is done. Your body is new. Your body is recovered. You can hold and see our strength in each time that you need to decide. But you need to listen. Do not decide from what you know, from what you're used to, but from what we help you to understand and to find out about yourself. We wish for you to start a new way, to start a new path, the path of least resistance that your body is now aware and able to go through. We are asking you to ask the right questions. Ask us, ask your body, and let us help you. Let us help you find the answers, the right answers for you at each given time. Thank you. You can open your eyes. Alexandra, how are you?
It's amazing. I absolutely love your angel messages and your meditations. Really, you are a very gifted person. I really felt the light going on all the spots in my body. Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you, angels, for taking us through this meditation. I really wish for the people that will watch this this recording to write for us how you felt through the meditation. And I really wish that we will be more aware to the decisions that we can make, that they are different from the way that we used to make decisions up until now. And as they said, it's a new path. We had been recovery, We've gone through recovery of the body, so we can ask the questions now from that restart that we have done and not give ourselves the answers that we used to, but let's give ourselves new answers.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
And it's summertime in hot countries like Israel and Portugal. It's very important to be hydrated. So choose the good drinks and the good fruits to keep hydrated.
Exactly.
Very important.
Yes, I agree completely.
And I'm just remembering that I forgot to bring the glass of water nearby, because after the meditation it's really good to drink a glass of water, isn't
Yeah,
it?
mine is here. Mine is here.
Yes, and I forgot mine.
Okay, so I think just one more important thing is how we can find how the people that are viewing now can find you and how they can find me. So would you like to say, Alexandra, if people want to follow you and receive more information?
Yes, I have my Facebook, which is Alexandra Antonio, because Antonio is my husband. It's not my surname.
Mhm.
I made and it has the logo of CHA, which is complementary healing arts, because to healing is an art. It is. So,
Exactly.
and also I have a group which is called Glutanologia Holística. But when we post this video, I can put those links.
We'll put the links, yeah, here in the post, of course. Yes, we will. So if you want to follow me, I have every Sunday, I receive the weekly message through channeling, as you saw now. I'm channeling every Sunday the weekly message about what is going on in the planet at this time and how to we receive practical tools about how to react, how to deal with things, how to prepare to things, and you can receive that completely free without any obligation. You can also transfer it to other people, and I'm going to put the link here so you can just link and register, and you will start receiving the messages every Sunday and enjoy them, because there are a lot of important things there that they give us practical tools from the angels, from light entities. So thank you everyone that's been watching, and thank you Alexandra for that very, very delighted live together. Thank you.
Thank you.
And good night to everyone. Good night.